Hi, my Libran friends. How's it going? How are you guys doing? I'm hoping that I'm coming into this video today with your heads being clear and you're feeling good and you're feeling relaxed and that May treated you really well and that you are just ready for June. That's what I want for you Librans. I have a couple really close Libran friends, and I have to say, you guys, that 2017, I think for everybody it's been an unsettled year, but for you guys, a lot of you, I feel like you've been kind of trying to really work through some old patterns, work through some old ways of doing things, and it has really taken a toll on you and made you quite tired and quite even skeptical at times, I think, about what will really make you happy in life. I've been noticing that with the Librans in my life is that they've kind of had to take a moment and pause and really look at what they're doing with, in their minds when they get stressed out or when a big surprise comes into their focus. Now, June is awesome, right? Because Venus finally made it all the way back at the end of May. She made it all the way back to where she was at the beginning of the year. So your ruling planet is now happy, moving forward, feeling much more in her element. So we're already going to be feeling better in June, I think. June is going to be a magical month for most people. For you guys, I always write down notes for everybody. Things that just come to me for the energies. And in June, it's kind of a continuation of the theme we were talking about last month, which is you have to live your truth and not care about other people's opinions. Like, this keeps coming up, and that's why I was saying that this year is kind of been an epic year for Librans, because it has been the year where they've decided, like, okay, I'm not doing it that way anymore. But that means, like, tearing apart some really old patterns. And the first card that came out was the High Priestess, my wonderful Librans. There you go. I could be done right now. Like, we could be done with June reading right now. No, we'll keep talking. But, right off the bat, you're going to be starting off the month connected with your highest self. Can't think of a better place to be, honestly. The High Priestess is, I think, one of the more demanding cards in the deck. It's one of the realest energies, though, because this is really where we all need to be all the time, connected to our highest self, connected to our esoteric self, connected to the self that knows what to say and do, because it's a truth thing, because there's a sense of truth. And when you speak from your own truth, when you do from your own truth, from your own passion, from your own conviction, from what sparks joy in your gut, there's no going back and forth and wondering, is that right, is that wrong, because it just feels natural. And so going into June, oh, wow, okay. Going into June, we have the Hanged Man came up. You're going to be finding that you are really feeling those pings of where you want to be and what you want to be doing and who you want to be around. And I honestly think you guys are going to do quite well with this energy. I think a lot of you have had some turbulence this year. There's been some really turbulent energies for you guys. And having this pause with the High Priestess and the Hanged Man, where you really take a moment, reset the gears. This is beautiful. This is beautiful energy. And I know some of you are probably going to be feeling really antsy, wanting to kind of move on things, but the beginning of June is a wonderful time to take a little bit of a rest. And part of why I'm saying that, you guys, is the next two cards that came out. Tower came out right away, right on the heels of Hanged Man. So the Tower is about a big shift. This is about something going to change. Something is going to change here for you, and energy is going to pick up, and you're going to have, and here's the thing, I keep talking about your higher self speaking to you, and you therefore becoming like the channel through which this goes out into the world. That's what we want for you, Librans. We want to get you out of your head, and we want you to put you into the world, right? Because you have all this beautiful, artistic, wonderful communicative energy to share with people, and I think you've been feeling a little bit blocked. Well, here's another highest self talking. And this comes in a different form. This is fiery. This is intense. This is, you go forward and you can never look back again. And so I think a lot of you are going to be experiencing either a change in, it might be a physical material world change, like changing houses or having a really intense conversation with somebody you've needed to say something to for a while. This could also be in your mind. This could also be for those of you who have been struggling with old wounds, things that have been haunting you for years, things maybe an abusive past or something that you've done with yourself as far as like how you put yourself in positions that make you uncomfortable and make you feel unbalanced and make you feel a little, out of sorts. There's going to be this moment when it clicks, and the Knight of Swords came right up, you guys. So here's that clarity. Here's that forward motion. Here's that renewed energy that I know you guys really connect with here. You're an air sign. Here you are. It's awesome. This can also be another air sign popping into the picture, somebody who's very swift and very active and very high energy. I mean, this kind of reminds me of like a Gemini energy. Just somebody who really wants to communicate with you. So some of you might be finding that aha moment is involved with communicating with a specific person, somebody who's really wanting to communicate with you. I mean, look at these guys together. Yeah. There's some high speed intensity coming your way. So like I was saying at the beginning of the month, you're going to be kind of thankful for this quiet, introspective time because it's not going to last long, you guys. And once things start moving that quickly, it's good to be connected with your higher self, because even when things are moving very fast and you don't have time to sit there and kind of contemplate it through it, when you're connected with your higher self, you're able to act and speak from that high place, so you can trust yourself, so you can relax. So even when things are running quickly, and even when somebody's really impatient to get in your headspace, somebody's really impatient to give you a message, you know that you will say the thing that makes sense for the situation. You know that you will say and do the things that are best for you, and that you're in your own corner. Because Libra, I know you guys. I know you. Some of my dearest friends in the world are Librans. And you are one of the signs, even thinking about it, I stopped shuffling. You are one of the signs that does this thing where you're very quick to get out of your own corner and go into somebody else's corner, or go to like fix somebody else's corner, and you forget about your own corner. And guess who it doesn't serve anybody, and especially not you. And then you find yourself like feeling compromised and feeling really out of sorts and feeling kind of lost and like, yeah. This June is not a time for that, you guys. This is a month for you to really stick with yourselves. And, I have to say, and this is for everybody, and it's a big theme. So in May, the North Node of the Moon went into Leo. May 9th, went into Leo. That means that Leo is all about the individual journey. Creativity and the individual journey. Therefore, everybody's going to be getting a jolt of this energy where it's like you need to be thinking about yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not serving anybody else. And that is really going to be coming up heavy hitting for you guys this month. And it might feel really, really, really uncomfortable. I will say that. I think you might feel a little bit out of your element, but that's where we learn our new skills, right? Is like in those areas where we're not comfortable. It's when we get uncomfortable, when we get outside of our boundaries, that's when we learn. That's when new things come in. Wow, okay, a whole bunch of cards came out at once. Okay, that does it for the cards, you guys. Let's talk. Okay. Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords popped right out, back to back. Okay, here's that old pattern I was talking about. And it might have something to do with this communicator right here. Possibly. There are old wounds that you guys have really been suppressing. I think some of you have been working on this moving away and this getting out of this blindfolded energy for a while. Some of you, I think, have been on an odyssey for the last 2 years, honestly, of trying to figure out how to walk away from this loss, from this fear, from this thing that has been kind of holding you back. So making you feel like you can't move forward. It's been making you feel like you get 2 or 3 steps into the process and then you're stuck and you stop and you're like, oh man, I wanted to keep moving. This is going to be coming up for you in June. So it's a really beautiful month. It's a positive month, but that aha moment, there is this thing going on here where something, either a memory that maybe you just remember or an experience that is just coming back, is going to click and the pieces are going to make sense for the first time in a really long time, is what I'm picking up here, you guys. So, don't be surprised if you just have a day where you are out of sorts. But I love this energy for you guys because it's freeing you to go forward into the future and play the long game and really do the things you're passionate about. 3 of Cups came out. I think a lot of you are going to really be rich in your friendships and in your family this month. And I think this is where your power is coming from. For those of you who are dealing with some really heavy relationship issues, and that could be coming up, and we have that Tower, and we have that Knight of Swords, and we have that 8 of Cups, and we have that 8 of Swords. Those are all energies of, dealing with emotional stuff. I think some of you might be going through some relationship stuff. Your friends and your family, they are going to be there for you. And they're going to remind you of all the beautiful, passionate strength that you have. They're a really good bedrock for you. Temperance came out on the heels of 3 of Cups. You got a lot of major arcana today, Libras. This is, I like this card for you guys because this is balance. This is another form of balance. And when I get the Temperance card, this is a Sagittarian card. It's a fire sign, so, it's a sister sign. This is about balance of the spiritual and the physical. This is about the balance between your highest self and that expansive, mind-blowing, you might be thinking about how you can expand your horizons while also being here in the present moment. And there's this really powerful thing going on where you're kind of coming into your own, Libra. You're coming out of one phase and going into a new one. And that is beautiful. Temperance is such a benefic card. And here's the thing that's going on with you guys this month too. This is big. This is big stuff. This is really, really big stuff. This wound, this problematic situation that I actually think you are going to get out of. If you are in a problematic situation, if you are in a toxic, corrosive situation, you're getting out. You are getting out. Some of you, it's an actual literal situation you have been dealing with day by day for the last couple of years, or even just through this year. Some of you, it's old wounds and old patterns. You're leaving it behind, Libra. I'm so excited for you. And what's coming up ahead is the beginning of new projects that are going to go for a very long time. Projects that are going to fuel you and sustain you for the next couple of years, at least. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Now here is material well-being at its finest. This is somebody who just knows who they are, knows where they are, knows their value, knows where they're going, knows who they want to be, knows what they want to work on. This is a long game card. This is fulfillment and knowing that it's going to play out for a long time. And this is knowing your worth. And when you get out of toxic patterns and toxic relationships and you put those pieces together and you make some realizations, here's where you end up. And I do see that for you, Libra, by the end of June. Beautiful. And next door, 9 of Wands. Now this is some good stuff right here too. Now this card, it's intense. This is a card of holding your own through the long haul. You've made it through all these hurdles, right? I mean, you have really worked through some heavy hitting stuff, heavy hitting themes. I mean, I think Librans, you guys, the last 2 years, woo! You have all had to work through things that I think some of you never even imagined you would ever have to work through. And you're going to feel a little bit like this, but this is a beautiful energy because it's the energy of knowing that while you've been through all this and there's been all this heavy stuff on your plate, you can keep going. And that in fact, you're better and richer and stronger for all of that striving. This is the month where this is all that suffering, everything you went through is going to be the month where you finally feel like it was worth it, almost, because you're this stronger, more fulfilled person. There's this fulfillment going on here that I love, and it really centers on this temperance card, this balance card of spirit and physical. Spirit and physical. Feeling that your mind has expanded to a higher level. That's what's going on, Libra. And I'm excited for you guys to get out of whatever this toxic thing is, because you don't, like I said, you don't always stay in your own corner. You tend to go to other people's corner. You want to help. You're helpers. You are helpers. And I think a lot of you are realizing it's not serving me anymore. I'm tired of this. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to love my life and live my life and enjoy it. Princess of Wands came out. That is beautiful, you guys. This is a clarifier just to finish out this reading. That sums up where you're going to be at the end of the month. This is a fire energy, but this is energy of really knowing your value once again, really knowing your passion, your excitement over something, really knowing that you're allowed to be here, really knowing that you're allowed to hold your ground and be proud of yourself and share it. Some of you might also have some really beautiful fire signs helping you out on this journey. Leos, Sagittarius, Aries, those kind of fiery, passionate, creative energies are really great for you, Librans. And I think, like I said, this Three of Cups came out on the heels of you leaving behind some old toxic pattern, on the heels of you having some really heavy communication. And that is setting you up to have these wonderful friendships and this wonderful community that's going to remind you that even when things shift and even when things fall away that we thought we would have forever, there's this bigger community around us that really, and they want to be there for you, Libra. They really do. And if you're brave enough to ask, which I know a lot of you don't want to ask because you want to just keep doing your thing and you don't want to put people out, and you worry that you're going to put people out, and then you get in your head about that. People want to be there for you. And if you're going through something this huge, you should definitely let people know, Libra. Seriously. But you're going to feel really strong this month. This is a beautifully esoterically strong and empowering month for you. And I'm actually really happy because I do think a lot of you have been feeling stuck for a while. And you've been starting to wonder if you're ever going to get out of it. Here it is, you guys. Here it is. I'm loving it. So happy for you, Librans. All right, before I get off the camera for the day with you guys, I just want to tell you that I'm still working with Pink Moon 422 beautiful jewelry. Today I'm wearing this piece, which is pink jasper on rose gold filled chain, and it is beautiful. I wear this every day. It just makes me feel so grounded and safe and special. And Pink Moon 422, my lovely friend Tiffany, she is giving all my wonderful viewers out there a little bit of a discount. So I'm going to put the promo code below. It's Sarah Tarot. I'm going to put it below with a link to her shop. Use it. You get 15% off everything you buy at her store. She is amazing. Seriously, the work she does. I'm also wearing these beautiful Herkimer diamond earrings. One of the best people I know. And if you guys need something grounding and something beautiful and something that makes you feel like you are safe and at home with yourself, this might be the very thing. All right, you guys, I love you. I hope you have a beautiful June. I will see you in July. Oh, I'm also going to leave my website and my email below because I would love to work with you. I've worked with a few of you Librans over the spring, and we've had a blast. And a lot of you have really been breaking down some amazing walls, so I would love to be a part of that process with you. I will talk to you in July, and I love you guys. Mwah.